Tonari no Youkai-san is an anime about a world where humans live alongside creatures from traditional Japanese folktales. It's like Non Non Biyori mixed with Sento Chihiro. We have a slice of life vibe, and there are the normal situations you'd find in any slice of life. For example, there's a young kappa girl who goes to school and develops a crush on a boy in her class. This is a very normal storyline in most slice of life anime featuring young characters. The twist is when she gets embarrassed, she blushes, she heats up, and the water in the bowl on her head evaporates, which causes her to pass out. Luckily, the teacher is a Rokurokubi, so she can just stretch her neck out and take a look at whatever's going on in the classroom. This is what you come to expect as the norm in this world. One of the main characters is a nekomata. He used to be a house cat, but when he was about to die, he transformed into this mythical creature. There's also a tsukumogami, which is a tool that has acquired a spirit and become alive. This one's name is Wagen-kun, and he's friends with the nekomata, and they talk together about life as a new creature, because they used to be something else before becoming more magical. Another one of the nekomata's friends is Yuri. She looks like a human woman, but she's actually a kitsune spirit or fox spirit. She has the ability to transform herself into many things, including a human woman, so she is tasked with training the nekomata about how to control his transformation abilities. In the most recent episode, we learn a little more about Yuri's troubled backstory. Yuri grew up in a family of kitsune spirits, very old, very traditional, and very famous as warriors, especially archers. Her father told her, "Yuri, having pride is a wonderful thing. You should be proud of the traditions and the Bakegitsune blood you've inherited." This is a bit like the Malfoys in Harry Potter, only respecting pure blood wizards and looking down upon half-bloods and mudbloods, which are wizards that came from non-wizarding lineages. One day, Yuri visits her older cousin Mio. Yuri asks her, "Hey, Mio-chan, your dad is a human, right? That makes you only half." Mio responds, "I'm not half. I have the blood of both my mom and my dad. No blood is superior or inferior. Only people in the head family talk about it like that." This leaves Yuri troubled. She's been given something to think about. She tries talking to her father about it, but her father and the rest of the family brush it off. This eventually leads to distancing and Yuri becoming estranged from her family. The main crisis of this episode is that whenever someone brings up Yuri's family, she becomes very angry and refuses to talk about it. She hasn't seen them in a very, very long time. Half is a Japanese language term used to refer to a person of half Japanese and half non-Japanese ancestry. A loan word from English, the term literally means half, a reference to the individual's non-Japanese heritage. Children who have one non-Japanese parent are called half-Japanese and often face prejudice and discrimination from Japanese citizens of full Japanese descent. Recent studies in the 2010s estimate that 1 in 30 children born in Japan are born to interracial couples. There are some other terms that are used or have been used to describe these kinds of people. Ainoko, child in between, child of love. An Ainoko is a Japanese person with a non-Japanese or Gaikokujin, foreigner, parent. The term is almost never used in Japan today. Daburu, double. Daburu is an alternative to half that focuses on the positive connotations of two cultures instead of one. Konketsuji, mixed blood child. A konketsuji is a Japanese person with one non-Japanese parent. It is considered a derogatory term. Quota, quarter. A quota is a Japanese person with one Japanese grandparent. The term is based on the word quarter and refers to an individual's 25% or 1/4 Japanese ancestry. Fashionable images of the half-Japanese people have become more prominent. There is an increased appearance of half in the Japanese media. Most young top models in popular Japanese fashion magazines are half. We can find a lot of characters in anime who are biracial or of mixed parentage. L from Death Note, he would be called half in Japan. Of course, we have the classic character Lupin III. He would be quarter because one of his grandparents was non-Japanese. And then we have Jojo or Jojo or Jojo. There are a lot of Jojo characters named Jojo, and I think most of them, if not all of them, are biracial. Rin Okumura and his twin Yukio are half, I guess, according to the rules of Japanese culture, although they're not actually half Japanese and half another nationality. They are half human, and their father is Satan. But I guess technically they'd be considered hafu. Another character, Mikasa from Shingeki no Kyojin, Attack on Titan, is biracial. So in Japan, she would be considered half. But my favorite from Neon Genesis Evangelion, Asuka Soryu Langley. She is also of mixed parentage or mixed ethnicity. So there are a lot of characters in anime who are half or quarter or not 100% quote-unquote Japanese. Of course, you can find famous or influential people in real life in Japan too. For example, Yusaku Matsuda, a famous actor, was biracial. Actress Rie Miyazawa is of mixed heritage. Alan Shirahama is also of mixed parentage. Actress Tina Tamashiro is considered half according to Japanese culture. Performer Naomi Watanabe is of mixed heritage as well. Yu Darvish, a famous baseball player, is of mixed heritage, as is another baseball player, Sho Ishikawa. Very recently, Japan has embraced tennis player Naomi Osaka. She is also of mixed heritage. Actor Takeshi Kaneshiro is of mixed heritage as well. Home run legend Sadaharu Oh is of mixed heritage. All of those people would be half in Japan. Whether the general public is aware that they are of mixed heritage, I'm not sure. Sometimes being half is part of their appeal. Other times, it's totally unknown to the general public. So where does this leave us? I personally agree with Mio. She said, I have the blood of both my mom and my dad. That is true for everyone. Everyone is half of their mom and half of their dad, but nobody is half. Everybody is complete. The problem with half is they never say half Japanese, half something. They only say half. They only acknowledge the 50% of the person that is Japanese, and they disregard the rest, meaning that you're not a complete Japanese person. You might be half Japanese, half British. You might be half Asian, half black. You might be half Catholic, half Buddhist. You might be half tall, half short. You might be half scientist, half musician. Everybody gets half from their mother and half from their father. But what does that mean? Everybody is 100%. Everybody is a complete person. I wonder why Tonari no Youkai-san decided to bring up this topic, and I'm very curious about how it's going to get dealt with as the story progresses. What is Yuri's next step? I'm really enjoying Tonari no Youkai-san. I hope you check it out. I think it's worth a watch.